Hello everyone, it's Uncle Destiny here with you. Sadly we had a bit of technical difficulties and we don't have our usual video for you this month. So we're going to go ahead and forge ahead and we're going to present you with just the layout video as it is. And I'll go ahead and narrate it. Now, things to be aware is that this is a general reading for everyone, so some facts may not apply to you, and some will. For more detailed and more individualized reading, go ahead and contact me at the information below. Otherwise, this is also the last month of the summer, since as we come into September, we'll be having the equinox and move into the fall period. So let's see what the month of August and the last month of the summer has to offer. So with this spread, we have a sense of direction. Now this is also direction outward as well as direction inward. And this is seen with the way the main bones lay across the screen, which is showing in a direct pattern or in a direction. So this is direction out as well as direction in. Now the two bones that are next to each other represent home and family. So it's going to be about some shifts in directions and around family and home. So this is going to be about setting things up so that home and your family are moving in a direction that will be good for this next year. Now, especially considering the fact that we're in August, schools are going to be starting to go back into session, both elementary up to college level. So that's going to set up a definite set of changes as well as expectations about now moving back out of the period of vacation and low obligation back into the school obligation settings. So there's going to be a lot of direction and focus that are going to be needed around that. And this is also supported by the fact that we have the copper piece here too, which is showing that there's a lot of spiritual energy placed around this, and also spiritual change. Now, the other element too is the fact that we're talking about the home. And home can be many things to many people. But it also is very important that the home be a healthy, nourishing place. So if you're going to look for any direction in trying to make things better for your family and your home, is making sure your home is in a state where it is being nourishing and helpful and supporting. So this recognizes that there may need to be some changes that take place. Changes to make it healthy for everyone to be able to succeed and grow. Because if it's not succeeding and growing, it's stagnating. And a sick home is not a good place. Not only for people, but also for spirit. So, make sure to make the changes and directions of your home in such a way that it makes it a much better place for your family, your friends, and for spirit to come and be in. The other element, too, is in recognizing that a good, solid, safe home is a good place for allow somebody or your family members to retreat from the world. And this is some of the inner direction so that they can cope, revitalize, replan how they're dealing with the situations outside of themselves and outside in the world that may be providing a lot of stress. So again, a home where there is less stress, there is a lot of good energy, is going to help in being able to plan and deal with these situations out there. Not to mention that it also provides a respite from the struggles of dealing with the world as it is. Now, and that's also suggested here too in the upper bone, which is the work bone. Now, it has several of the support bones around it, so there's going to be shifts and directions there that are going to complement what's going on with the home and family. And there's also a lot of energy able to move through this. And that's seen with the spacing of the bones themselves. So, around the situation of work will get self-sorted. It will have a direction. And it is in alignment with what's going on with the family and the home. But getting those two in position first will help with that. And we see that very much with the fact that we have a lot of the support bones around the family and home bone. those all together show that this is all about being able to support for whatever the direction is that you're going to be going in this next month. Now, off to the side here, we have the broken rib bone. And this one does show that there is going to be some elements of strife and anger and so forth going on outside and at a distance. So this is something that you're going to see on the horizon. And it's important that right now you just keep it on the horizon and keep it aware and away from yourself. That's where having a good place to retreat to and good focus with your family and your home is important, because it will feed over into work, and it will also allow you to keep those negative elements that are going on at a distance and not bring them in and involve them in the home situation. So going over to the other three we have over here in the distance, which is the rib, the spinal bone, and the tooth. These are portents of September. Now, again, these are support bones, but they're also bones that are talking about support, nourishment and beginning, and nourishment. So the September period is going to be talking about what are you doing to sustain yourself. And this is not just physically, but also emotionally as well as spiritually. What are you creating as well? What is the birth and direction, and how will it support you? So we'll need to tune in next month for our reading for September to see what's coming up in more detail from that. But again, right now your focus this time is following the directions and making sure your home is in a state that it is good for everybody. Change is happening. Change is necessary. Changing your home to make it a better place for everyone is your best use of your energy. So that's about it. So tune in next September, and we will go ahead and find out what else is going on and brewing as we move into fall. So this is Uncle Destiny. Bless the ancestors upon you and to all of those who are listening, and have a good day. Ashe.